Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Pat Town Smeargle here. This is gonna be something super casual, so it's just gonna be me here chilling on my couch. You can see my 3DS case right over there, and into my kitchen. And I wanted to talk to you guys about a little something. I wanted to, first off, let me grab the camera phone thing. I wanted to say I am sorry for the lack of uploads lately, especially the lack of deck profiles and TCG content. After Nats, I was really burnt out on TCG and kind of didn't really want to play the game all that much. For lack of a better phrase, I didn't want to play the game all that much anymore. Just for a little bit, you play a ton of rounds and all the in between rounds and side events when you get knocked out and stuff like that, and you just kind of get burnt out, and you're just kind of done for a little bit. And that is what kind of happened. Was I got burnt out on TCG. I was just kind of done. And that's not a good excuse for why videos weren't coming up and stuff like that. But I was really burnt out of building decks and testing decks and reading about Steam Siege and stuff like that. And I wasn't able to go to a pre-release, so I was kind of like, well, I'm not going to Worlds, I'm not going to a pre-release, I'm not going to be able to pick up cards. Money's really tight right now, so it's not like I can just go out and buy a bunch of stuff to build a deck like I used to. So for all those reasons, I kind of hit the pause button on the deck profiles, which actually are coming back today. There will be a deck profile up probably after you see this. So later today, after this goes up, check the channel again. We might have a deck profile up. If not, it'll go up tomorrow. If I'm my usual self and don't actually get around to clicking the upload button. And another thing I wanted to talk about, which is something that I just really need to get off my chest. I gotta find a comfy position on this couch now, and I think this is a good platform to do it because I know there are a lot of my friends on here, a lot of people who care about me as a person, and I just need to vent. Honestly, I've been going through a lot right now. Most of you know I recently lost the full-time job that I had that had nice and flexible hours that allowed me to do this as a hobby on the side, allowed me to go and go in a little later in the morning and get a video in, or go a little later in the morning and get some testing in on a deck that I wanted to record later that evening or something like that. And well, I lost that job. They wanted to take the program that I was teaching in a different direction and hired somebody else to replace me, and didn't really consult me on the changes that were going to be happening. It didn't really, I'm sorry about the light flashing, I don't know what's going on, but didn't really, consult me on why I lost my job. I just kind of lost it. And it sucks, and it really negatively affected me and negatively affected the channel, which it shouldn't have, but nonetheless, it kind of did. And then on top of that, I was in between jobs for a little bit, trying to find work, and didn't really have the energy to do this after filling out applications for 9, 10, 11 hours in a day. Because even if you submit a resume, you still got to write all the work experience down in the application section, which, pardon my language, but is a bunch of bullshit. If I give you my resume, you know my work experience. I shouldn't have to write it down 2 or 3 times on an application. Rant on that, over. But yeah, I didn't have a lot of energy. And then I finally got a job for something in between, and I work really long hours and work at it's a really demanding job physically anyways, a lot more than what I'm used to. It's fine, I don't mind hard work, but I get home at the end of an 8-hour shift, or in the case of yesterday, a 12 and a half hour shift, at a carpet cleaning place where I work. I'm not going to mention the brand or anything on here, and there's a billion of them, so of different places, but a carpet cleaning place. And like yesterday, I got home from literally cleaning up people's shit for 12 hours and didn't really feel like making a video, and I was tired, and I wanted to use my positive energy not on something going out, but something staying in and be positive with, and be around my family, around my wife, and start planning the nursery and stuff for the baby. And so there's that. And I don't get paid a whole lot for this job, so it means I have to work tons of extra hours, and if I don't work the extra hours, I don't get paid a whole lot, which means there's a lot of added stress there because, like I just said, my wife and I are having a baby, and so it's just been this whole cycle of just up shit creek without a paddle and just spiraling. And I've been trying to put on a happy face for a lot of people, but I've just been stressed out to the max lately, and I just can't deal with a lot of it right now. And so a lot of videos aren't getting done, and I apologize for that. I don't have the energy, I don't have the drive, I don't have the want to come home and record a video. I don't want to come and think about a deck for an hour, 2 hours, write it down, plan it out, figure all the ratios out, and put it on paper, or then build it, and then set up the camera space, and then record it, and figure out a schedule so I can do it when my wife's not home, so that I'm not disturbing her. Because you've seen my entire apartment from me sitting on this couch, basically. FYI, tiny little place. I don't have a recording space. My recording space is right there. It's that desk and thing with the EV lamp and stuff. And so that's what I have for recording space. And so I have to, I have to wait till there's not people around here so I'm not disturbing them. Not that they would disturb me or anything, but just so that I'm not disturbing them. And, that's another hassle that I don't want to have to deal with when doing this. And trying to sit down and record with other people is a hassle because I don't know my schedule ahead of time. I didn't know I was going to have the day off today, so I wasn't able to sit down and, plan out co-oping with Orabomb, collabing with Orabomb to do something, or collabing with Devo24, which is something I've been trying to do for, well, him and I both have been trying to do for almost a year now and haven't got around to it. Or, sit down and do a Let's Play. I've got half of another Let's Play just about recorded up and edited, and I just haven't had the time to do the other half. So hopefully that'll come to the channel soon. You guys should look out for that. It should be a lot of fun. But hopefully that gets to the channel, but I haven't had the drive to do that for over 2 weeks to sit down and record that. So, I mean, it is what it is, and you guys are just going to have to deal with the fact that videos are coming up a lot slower. I got family stuff I got to deal with first. I got to get ready for a baby. There's a possibility my wife and I might be moving to where I can find a different job. I've got a job posting out right now that I really want, and hopefully I get it. And if I do, I'll post on here and let you guys know. But I don't know what that's going to do for the schedule here. And this is something I want to keep doing, and maybe something I can do full time. But my family's got to come first. Well, second. I mean, faith and church and stuff, that always comes first, but family comes immediately after that. So I just hope you guys can understand. And the support has been great from those of you on Twitter that have reached out, and those of you that have talked to me personally and reached out and just expressed your support. It's been great. I want to extend a thank you to Orabomb for letting me jump into the MPL and then a week later go, dude, my work schedule sucks, and have to drop. That's why we only have one battle in our MPL playlist for this season. But, if I get this new job, or I get a new job with a little more flexible hours and a little more flexible time, hopefully next year we can be in the MPL full time. Should be something I'd want to do. I want to do more TCG content. I want to do, 2 deck profiles a week. I want to do live matches on there, which means I gotta get a tripod and a camera that I can fit a whole table into frame, which I really want to do. That looks like a ton of fun. I want to do a, 3 times a week Let's Play upload, but I gotta have 2 or 3 hours a day to sit down and bulk record episodes, and then 2 or 3 hours the next day to sit down and bulk edit all those episodes and get them up. So just bear with me through this rough time. I appreciate all the prayers, thoughts, support, good vibes, all of that. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. My hand is in front of the camera. I was about to drop it on my face, but I appreciate the support that all of you put out. It means a lot. So thank you guys so much. And I got to get up out of here. This is Powtown Smeargle signing out.